Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Turn the volume down just a little bit on the music. Oh shit! Oh, it's my power started off, baby. Ooh, the robot. What? Welcome back. This is Let You Tell It Sports and BS on the Greg Green live stream. Coming to you live on location from Tampa, Florida, baby. The Greg Green live stream is in Tampa, doing it big. Monday Night Football's tonight. Dallas Cowboys, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, last game of a crazy wild card weekend. So just want to take some time because we got a pretty stacked agenda today. We're going to be going to First Take for their afternoon show. We're going to be going to a tailgate a little bit later. And then, of course, we will be going to the game tonight at Raymond James Stadium right here in Tampa, Florida. Who they got on right now? Yeah, Michael Irvin's already on the morning episode of First Take. Hopefully we'll run into them a little bit later this evening. But, hey, dun. What you got to say? Dun. Tampa, Florida! Tampa, Florida City! Excuse me. Don't make me laugh. I'll start coughing. By the way, I don't know if y'all smell that, but I smell bacon and eggs, baby. I smell bacon and eggs in the background. My man Chad is throwing down back there. And I do want to mention before we go any further, speaking of Chad, today's show is brought to you by Dirty Little Wars. Make sure you pick that bad boy up over on Amazon. You can find it there. My main man, my Marine Corps brother, Chad Cole, is a writer of this gem. He talks all about his time in the Marine Corps during the LA riots, during his time in Somalia, and just, man, being a Marine in the 90s. He shares a unique experience. You can find him over on Dirty Little Wars on Instagram. My man. Now, today, before we talk about what we're going to do today, I want to share a little bit about the trip out here yesterday, which was for the most part smooth, but we went through some things. Let me turn the music down a little bit. It's a little bit loud. So let me get the music off. Not off, but it's just like a little loud, but it's all good. So we got up early yesterday, flew out of Austin, Texas, Southwest Airlines, which is a little scary because we know what Southwest Airlines has been going through lately. But amazingly, we did get out of there on time without any sort of cancellation. So we were happy about that. Now, there was at least one asshole in the terminal as we were loading up the plane. So this guy, obviously I don't know his name, but if you happen to come across this video, you know who you are. You're the asshole, which embarrassingly you had on some Dallas Cowboy gear. But what stood out was you had on you had like an Aggie backpack or some shit like that. I don't know what it was. But yeah, you had an Aggie backpack. And so I'm standing in line just waiting to get on the plane, like everybody else. A lot of people waiting. This asshole decides to, he needs to get by me, which is fine, right? Because I guess his little waiting spot was right in front of ours. And so, but this asshole decides he wants to like bump into me, cause me to bump into my buddy Corey Ray right here.
He did.
And then he says,
"What are you doing, Greg?"
Excuse me. And he didn't already knock my ass to the side. I told Corey Ray yesterday, man, or I told Chad too. He's lucky I'm a different type of person.
Let's go.
I'm a different type. Troy Aikman is on the live set of First Take. By the way, look for us on the second taping of First Take today. We're gonna go down to the Convention Center out here in Tampa to see if we can see Molly. See Molly. I don't care about nobody else. And Michael Irvin, right? It'd be cool to see Michael Irvin. If I see Stephen A., I will pop him upside the head. That big forehead he got. I'm gonna pop Stephen A. right upside his forehead, right there. All right. So anyway, I let that whole little bumping me up there. I let that slide. I was pissed off and I was moaning and groaning a little bit under my tongue, but I was getting ready to go to Tampa, Florida for this football game tonight. So I didn't want anything upset for me. It's all about having a good time with my friends and seeing the Dallas Cowboys win this game tonight. That was my focus, right? That was my focus. By the way, you jump over on YouTube at the Gregory live stream, and you see a couple videos I put out there from yesterday's trip. All right, so if you've ever flown Southwest Airlines, you know they don't have no like reserved seats. So when you're getting on that plane, it's like you got to find a spot. And then of course, and Chad called this out early on before we got on the plane. When as you're walking down the aisle and you see all the seats are taken, nobody's in that middle seat, right? Nobody wants to sit bitch on nobody wants to sit bitch on Southwest Airlines. So people just keep walking and no one's, gonna sit down in that middle seat. Right? And of course, the people that are already sitting down, they're not going to take it. Right? They're going to say, well, it ain't going to be me. Right? So, of course, before it's all said and done, they got to come over to Mike. Breaker. We're going to need you assholes to sit in the middle seat, please. It's like you have to be told to do it. Like eventually you have to go sit down. But motherfuckers will just stand there looking around. Waiting for somebody to get up. Hey, guess what? Nobody's getting up.
They ain't talking to me.
Nobody's gonna get up. So of course, they come over to Mike and say, hey, turn around, walk backers. The first middle seat you see, that one is yours. That's pretty much what they tell everybody. Now, luckily for me, I found a seat that wasn't the bitch seat, which is great. It was next to a couple, very nice couple. And so I saw that they had left the window seat open. So I was, all right, I'm going to take that seat, the window seat. So I put my bag in the overhead. I've got my carry-on. I politely asked them, is it all right if I sit there? And of course, they were like, absolutely, come on in. But, Southwest, they tight, right? They got tight seats. So everybody's got to get up, everybody's got to get out, and then somebody's got to go in, right? Now, me personally, I usually like the window seat, especially if I'm the first person like in the row to get there. I'm going to go and take that spot so I ain't got to get my ass up when the people that come in to sit next to me, right? But for whatever reason, this company do that, but that was fine with me because I like the middles or the window seat anyway. So I sit down, get my stuff packed up, and yeah, I met a lovely couple, Connie and Edward. Shout out to Connie and Edward if you guys are somehow come across this stream. So I'm sitting on the plane with Connie and Edward, and Connie is super nice. She lives in Austin. She has her son goes to school in Tampa, so they're flying back with their son to bring him back to school after the holiday trip. And she's telling me all about it. Just really, really nice. And, she's asking me if I'm in Tampa often. I'm like, no. And so she's kind of giving me all this cool stuff to do out in Tampa. So she was really nice. And I really did appreciate the conversation I had with her because you know how awkward it is sometimes when you sit on a plane next to a stranger and like it's like weird, you know, it's like weird, and you really don't want to talk to them, but you kind of want to break the ice just to kind of like because it's a 2-hour flight, right? We're gonna sit down and or you just want to wait until everybody has gotten their you know, their headgear on and they got their devices. They're listening to music or watching their show. You're trying to get past that period where you can't have all your stuff on the flight, right, without awkward conversation. But Connie made it very comfortable for me, and I appreciate it. And her husband Edward did too. And she, you know, she was even nice enough because I guess she flies Southwest a lot. She had some drink coupons, and she kindly got me an alcoholic beverage on the flight, which helped me relax on the plane. I didn't even tell y'all about that, did I? Did I tell you about that? Connie was super nice. Yeah. She was like, shout out to everybody on Instagram. I see you, Kev. I already shout out to Tevin, and I see Tennille up on there. What's up, Tennille? My man, the secret weapon has joined y'all. Pete Spratt.
What's up, Spratt?
What up, Spratt? I appreciate you, dog. So I saw Pete the other day at a volleyball tournament that was in Round Rock. His daughter plays, high-speed league volleyball. Y'all probably see his videos of him training her all the time. But I got to run into Pete, and it was good to see him out in Round Rock. Hopefully I'll get to run to him again. But shout out to you, dog. I see you. But anyway, so we're on the plane. You know, I'm hanging out with Connie and Edward. They're telling me about Tampa and all that stuff. And it's all good. So we get here, and of course, you know, Chad and Corey Ray had to they ran out of space in the overhead compartments for their carry-ons. So of course, you run out of space, you got to check that shit. So you had to check their bags. So we get off the plane and go immediately to baggage claim. That was really easy. Got that real quick. Got the Lyft driver off to the Airbnb. Now, we still had about 2 hours to kill before we were able to check into the Airbnb. So we ended up going to a little bar. What's the bar called again? Ducky's Lounge. So if you guys are ever in Tampa, swing by Ducky's Lounge. They got some fire ass wings. The wings were good. What was our server's name, Chad? You remember? Nicole. Shout out to Nicole, who was our server at the Lucky Duck. I mean Ducky's Lounge. Ducky's Lounge. She was a good server, really good. She's from Alabama, right? Alabama? Is that right?
Yeah, her uncle played football at Alabama, she was saying.
All right, so her uncle played football at Alabama, but she highly recommended the wings, and I'm always like, yeah, people always say that about their own shit, right? But they were pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. We got the traditional buffalo, we got the garlic parmesan, and then the barbecue ones. They were all pretty good. So Ducky's Lounge in Tampa is a good spot. We might even hit that maybe later on before we go to Convention Center. By the way, so the first thing we got on the agenda after the show is we're going to head over to the Convention Center to see if we can catch up with the second of the afternoon session of First Take to see Molly. That's what I'm going to see. I know. Michael Irvin. Yeah, Michael Irvin's going to be there too. Who else is over there? Let me see. So Stephen A is wearing his Tom Brady gear. Look at Molly. Molly's wearing the Dak jersey.
Molly's wearing the Dak.
Molly got on the Dak jersey. That's what's up. So they're talking to the Troy Aikman right now and Michael Irvin. We probably should have went to the morning session. Let's see. So we saw a couple people in the airport that said they were going to the morning show of Stephen A. Let's see. Do y'all recognize anybody back there from the airport that we saw? No.
Some super fans.
The Cowboys travel well. Chad told me I didn't know. They were in the airport in Austin. They were in the airport, obviously in Tampa, coming from all over the country. America's team and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting trip. So anyway, yeah. So we got done with the wings, and it was a short walk over here to the Airbnb. You guys get a good look right here. Boom. Yeah. Chad's over there making bacon and eggs. It is. We're on Eastern Standard Time. So what time is it right now? 10:15 a.m. So actually, this is kind of like brunch, right? This is a brunch. We're having a brunch. We slept in a little bit, got up, had some coffee, all that stuff. Watched the games last night. We're going to talk about that a little bit, but, we just chilling, enjoying it, because we're going to be gone all day today. Who knows how we're going to get back? Once the Cowboys win, who knows who's going to be up in this bitch tonight? I'm just kidding. I'm playing, mama. If you're watching, I'm joking. There ain't going to be no party. There ain't going to be. Shut up. Hey, but if you're in Tampa and you want to come through, no, I'm just kidding. I'm too old for that shit. I want you, though. I do. I want to. But we came here to enjoy the game, to see, I guess, Stephen A. and Michael Irvin and Molly for me. And they got Troy. I wonder what Troy's talking about. We can watch it on YouTube later. We'll find out what Troy is saying. If you know what Troy is saying on First Take, I can't play the sound because I'll get in trouble. If you know what Troy is saying, throw in the comments. I appreciate that. But if you don't, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So anyway, who else checking in? I see you, Robin. By the way, happy MLK for everybody. Happy MLK Day. Speaking of MLK, another thing on the agenda is we're going to be going to a tailgate that's on MLK Boulevard out here in Tampa. Every major city has an MLK Boulevard, as they should. And so we'll be out there tailgating it. Hopefully I'll be able to capture some things on video and put out to y'all on Twitter. See the Twitter right there? If you haven't followed me yet on Twitter, GG Livestream, go hit me up. I've traditionally have not been a big Twitter user, but since I got booted off of Facebook, I've been on there a little bit more often, so we'll see how that goes. I think I got 16 whole followers on Twitter right now. We can do better than that, right? So if you're not, hit me up. And also don't forget to subscribe to the Gregory live stream over on YouTube. Trying to make this thing a little bit better. So if you come across this, hit the subscribe option. Please subscribe. So First Take is first thing this morning after we eat. Maybe we have some time for a little bit of sightseeing before that, right? See what's going on. Then we're going to hit the tailgate. Who knows what's going to happen right there. Then we go into the game. Raymond James Stadium, Tampa, Florida. It's about, 5 minutes away from here? Monday Night Football.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. So we had a lot of good games happening over the weekend. Again, shout out again to the secret weapon, P. Spratt, because he's a huge 49ers fan. And they took care of business against Seattle on Saturday. The first half was really, really close game. But in the second half, the 49ers pretty much dominated. Once we beat Tampa tonight, we will be traveling to San Fran. I remain optimistic, even though they're going to be a tough team to beat. Christian McCaffrey is going to be a problem. He's going to be a big problem to solve, but we just got to get it done. But first things first, Tampa Bay tonight. Corey Ray,
what's up?
Just from your spot back there, what, in your opinion, are our keys to victory this evening?
Mistake-free football. No turnovers. No pick sixes. Dak's got to protect the ball. And we win. We run the ball effectively.
Run the ball.
We're going to win the game.
Simple enough. Shout out to James Fagan. I see you, dog. Good to see you too, my man. Yeah.
That's it.
I agree. Corey Ray says, no mistakes and run the ball. Now, we all know that Dak has been on a interception frenzy of late. Some of those games he's been able to overcome and still get the victory. Some he has not. But we can't have that tonight. But if we do, we have to overcome it. Somehow, some way, we got to get it done. Now, there's been a lot of talk about all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jason Garrett gets on NBC's show and starts talking about how the Cowboys aren't fast on grass. And now everybody's saying it. All it takes is one asshole to say something stupid. And then everybody just runs with that shit.
That shit's contagious.
Yeah, they run with it. Oh, well, Jason Garrett says he must know. He was their coach. Well, he wasn't saying that shit when he was coaching Dallas.
Did he coach Mike Johnson?
And the record of late may indicate that, but I don't think grass is going to be a factor in tonight's game. Does anybody think grass is going to be a factor in tonight's game?
No. No.
It will not be. It will not be a factor. I got a comment here.
Oh, we got to shout out to Corey Ray.
Just saw that comment there. Yes, Blake, I think we're ready too. We got to be ready, Blake. Shout out to Blake Hardy. We ready. We ready. Blakey Blake, we ready for y'all. I wish I could play that song right now. I would be up dancing. Shout out to Blake Hardy. If you feel like it, Blake, throw in the chat where you from, my man. I don't think grass will be a factor in this game at all. We just have to go play our game and get it done. Win the games you're supposed to win. We are better than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All we got to do is go act like it. Go out there and act like it. From the jump, smack him in the mouth, get Brady off his spot. I don't know who's going to be opposite Trayvon Diggs today. I don't know who they're going to put out there. Last week, whoever they had, it didn't work last time. So that dude who was at Mullen, 37, is that who he was? He cannot play tonight. Mullen needs to be on the kickoff team tonight and the punt team, right? I think we will be getting Deron Bland back. We will be getting Van Der Esch back tonight. So Blake, y'all say what's up to Blake from Delaware, Cowboy fan, right? They come from all over the place. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, I didn't even look at that. Chad hooking up the little quesadillas, man. Come on now! Shout out to the quesadilla out here in Tampa, Florida. Doing out. I'm gonna just take a quick bite, real quick, y'all.
Don't burn your mouth.
Chad, man, you are in the wrong business.
Yeah.
You in the wrong business, dog. All right, shout out to Mr. Know-It-All Reactions. He says, what up, GG? These talking heads just like to talk to be heard. I paid them no never mind. Let's go Cowboy. That's right.
Who's that? Come on.
We don't pay him no never mind, Mr. Know-It-All Reactions.
Mr. Know-It-All need to come to Tampa.
Come on, Mr. Know-It-All. We appreciate your comment, Mr. Know-It-All. Give me a like if you don't mind. Hit the subscribe. I'm gonna be taking y'all asses on a journey this weekend or this Monday night. We're gonna be uploading some videos all day long. So make sure you subscribe right now so that you can follow along on the journey. But yes, I like to say I don't pay attention to them, but I do pay attention to them. I can't help myself. I watch these sports shows and I listen to them talk, and they get me fired up for these games. We just got to get it done. Plain and simple. We know our history better than anybody. Better than anybody. We just got to go out there and get it done. As I take another bite of this tasty quesadilla. Mm-hmm. So, Blake, if you're still there, Mr. Know-It-All, tell me what you guys think our keys to victory are tonight. Again, we're gonna be heading over to the convention center to see First Take. Molly is rocking her Dak Prescott jersey, which is surprising because Molly is a Giants fan. And as we know, the Giants just won yesterday. Big win over the Minnesota Vikings. Is anybody shocked that the Vikings went one and done in the playoffs? If there's any quarterback or team that gets more grief or has got more grief this year than the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, it has to be Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. Of course, y'all know what we did to them. We played them. But they've sort of been suspect all year, according to the talking heads, and it proved to be true yesterday in a great game. Will it prove to be true tonight out here in Tampa? Will the Dallas Cowboys do what a lot of people think they're going to do and screw up this opportunity? I don't think so.
Come on, Cowboys.
I don't think so. I think we're better than Tampa Bay. I think we find a way to dominate this game. And I think Tom Brady may be playing his last game in a Tampa Bay uniform. So Blake's back with us. He says, I need that defensive front back from earlier this season. Yes, Blake. I mentioned this on a different stream before, is that it seems like in the first half of the season, our defense really carried the offense. The second half of the season, it was just the opposite. Dak had to score a lot of points, and the defense was giving up a lot of big plays, a lot of yards, but Dak was just outscoring people. So it's the playoffs now. We've seen a lot from around the league. We've already played Tampa Bay once this year, very early in the season. So we got two different teams playing tonight. But we got to put it together offensively and defensively, complementing one another, getting it done. Hey, if you're over on the IG, don't forget to subscribe over on the YouTube channel, the Greg Green live stream, or Let You Tell Sports and BS, one or the other. This is Let You Tell Sports and BS on the Greg Green live stream. A little bit of sports, a little bit of BS. We gave a little BS earlier in the show today to talk about our flight over here yesterday. We talked about our flight on Southwest Airlines that did not get canceled. We talked about some good-ass wings over at Ducky's Lounge. And then we were able to kind of like take a short walk and get checked in over here at our lovely Airbnb, where there's going to be a party tonight. It's happened. I'm just kidding. We're not having a party
Sponsored by the Tampa
tonight.
Bay Zoo.
Oh, yeah, the zoo. Let's talk about the zoo. Hold on, let me get these chats in here real quick. Because Blake says I need, I already got that one. I'm sorry, Blake. Get CD involved early. Man, CD has really stepped up the second half of the year, in my opinion. What do y'all think about CD? Corey Ray? Thoughts on CD?
CD Lamb?
Yeah.
This year he's leveled up, man. I mean, he's playing as the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number one receiver, made some great catches, come through in the clutch.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to double team him tonight. That's what I think.
So he's got a block.
So he needs to block
He's gotta get
for
open.
Pollard,
Mm-hmm.
Zeke,
Mm-hmm.
and then he needs to be physical and get open. That's what
I like that. CD is a physical receiver.
That's right.
You see me flexing like, you want something flex, All right, Mr. Know-It-All has some keys to victory for us here. The keys to victory is we gotta hope Kellen Moore puts together a game plan that's not predictable. I believe our defense is going to give Brady problems because he's a statue. He is a statue, but he does get the ball out very quickly when he has to. So we just got to be ready for that. I kind of hope our DBs kind of play tight coverage. Obviously, we can't give anything up deep. But yeah, I'm interested, Mr. Know-It-All. I'm interested to see what kind of game plan Kellen Moore and the offense puts together as well. But I'm also interested in, I think Blake Hardy mentioned this earlier, is that of late our defense has not been playing well. So we need the defense to be the defense of the first half of the season. We got a lot of people back, right? Van Der Esch is back. Bland is back. We just gotta Trayvon's gotta lock up on Mike Evans, and we gotta help the other guy on the other side. And Trayvon might get beat once or twice, but we gotta live with that and hope that he makes more plays, than plays he doesn't make. I'm okay with that. But so Dan Quinn has to be able to come up with a really good game plan because Tom Brady is Dan Quinn's boogeyman. Is he not? If we think about what happened in the Super Bowl between Atlanta and the New England Patriots when Dan Quinn was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, they were winning that game like 27-3, some shit like that at halftime. More or less. I could be wrong about the score exactly, but they were up a lot, and Tom Brady comes out in the second half and carves up Dan Quinn's defense. I hope that Dan Quinn is able to show Brady something he's never seen before. That's what it's going to take. We got to get to him. We showed in the first game that we can get to Tom Brady. So we just got to, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. Tampa Bay does not score a lot of points. They haven't so far this year anyway. I think they've scored more than 30 2 times this year. We scored more than 30 a lot. So we got to be solid on defense. We got to score points, period. That's just what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to come down to. But we're excited for the opportunity to be here, hanging out, having a good time. I'll probably do a late reaction show tonight, win or lose. When we get back to the Airbnb, who knows what time we're going to get back. But if you land in bed and you can't sleep, turn on the YouTube, and we may be live. And there might be a party happening up in this bitch.
Tampa Bay Zoo.
Shout out to Nicole, our server at Ducky's. She offered us a very kind gesture.
Works at the zoo.
She works at the zoo, and she was like, "Man, if you guys want, you guys are so cool. If y'all want to go to the Tampa Zoo, I get y'all in for free. I work there. Let me hook that up." Now, I would like to apologize to Nicole because I sort of gave her a look like, I'm not going to the fucking zoo. I came here for a whole different reason. Not to see, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
They don't have lines.
But that was a very nice gesture, right? That was a very nice gesture. And if it were not, if we already have a pretty busy agenda today, I would definitely take her up on a free trip to the zoo in Tampa. I just been to a lot of zoos, and zoos are cool, but not during the playoffs, baby. Not during the playoffs. We don't go to the zoo, but that was a very nice gesture. She didn't have to do that. And then, so shout out to Nicole. She's a great server. By the way, if y'all ever in Tampa, don't forget, go to the Ducky's Lounge. It's a sports bar somewhere out here. What street is that on? What is that main street right there? Was it Kennedy or something like that? Kennedy, yeah, Kennedy and something, yeah. But just Google it, you'll find it. Good ass wings, good atmosphere, a lot of TVs. We had a nice little spot on the patio. I guess people in Tampa get cold easy because I was surprised there were so many people inside and nobody was outside, and it was a beautiful day yesterday. It was beautiful. It was like sunny, hoodie weather. So we sat on the balcony, had 2 big screen TVs, had a couple of buckets of Michelob Ultras, and that was good. Blake said he'll be waiting for the live later. I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that. We're definitely advancing. That's the attitude I like, Blake. He said we are definitely advancing tonight. So yes, it's going to be on tonight. And everyone's invited here tonight after we win. I'm just kidding. We're not having a party here tonight. We're not going to be firing up that grill in the back in the fireplace and having a party in here tonight. We're not doing that. We are too old for that shit to be invited. By the way,
Zoo party.
So we're in the restaurant yesterday. I would imagine there was those 2 girls that came from behind, had the Giants gear on. They're probably college students. But, we look young, and, we look young. We look, They're just like, oh, where y'all from? Oh, y'all flew in from Texas today? Oh, my God. Oh, where you guys staying? Well, Airbnb around the corner. Oh, this is a nice area. Oh, you guys are going to have so much fun.
We gotta get off these streets.
Let me tell you. They were just waiting for an invitation to come through. I'm saying. But Greg Green ain't like that no more. I ain't like that no more.
This ain't San Clemente. Come on.
Greg Green. But what I do know, what Greg Green does know, is that I still got it, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. Man, if I was, I ain't even gonna start. But again, there will be no party here tonight after we win this game. We're not going to be throwing logs in the fireplace outside. We're not going to be firing up the grill, making burgers and dogs and steaks. None of that's happening here tonight to celebrate this victory. I'm just telling you, it might not happen, especially if we lose. If we win, that may or may not be true, depending on who follows us home. Hey, nobody knows where this is. So I promise you, when I come on tonight, back in here, it's gonna be just like this. It's a little bit darker. Because everybody's gonna be outside.
Party! Sorry, baby.
We're not having a
Baby, if you're watching, there's no party here tonight. We just came to see the game. That's it. Look, I'm live right now, right? Do you know how many people I can have in here right now just for brunch? If I wanted to.
chicken done, pick it up.
There were young girls soliciting invitations yesterday afternoon. And I said no.
Giving out phone numbers.
I said I ain't like that no more. But it's all good though. It's good to know when you still got it. I'm just an old man having coffee, eating some bacon and eggs quesadillas, talking shit about the Cowboys. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
It's a shame.
You know, it's one thing to find out you still got it, but it's another thing you start fucking around, and then you find out later that no, you ain't got it. These girls are too young.
New year, new warts, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Oh no. No, we're just having a good time though. Having the boys weekend.
Derek
As gay as that may sound, we're going to watch some football tonight. 100%. 100%. So, I'm going to go ahead and I appreciate everybody tuning in. Check out the Twitter, GG live stream. I'm going to be posting little short videos all day of things that we're going to be doing. Jump on the Greg Green live stream. I'm going to post some I might post some YouTube shorts as well, and some short videos. We'll see if my phone holds up. I don't know. I think Chad's got a little something that can help boost it, but I will be taking the charger and charging the phone every chance I get to document this experience for your ass out here in Tampa, Florida. This has been a quick little stream, about 45 minutes. That's how I like to do it. So I appreciate y'all stopping through. Don't forget to subscribe, to follow me on this journey throughout today.
Go Cowboys.
We're going to be doing a live reaction tonight as soon as we get back here to the Airbnb. Don't know what time that's going to be, but win or lose,
Late night.
we're going to come back and do the late night edition, talk some shit. I would stay on a little bit longer, but we got to plan out the day and get up out of here. But follow on YouTube, follow on Twitter, GG live stream on Twitter, the Greg Green live stream on YouTube. All right, and Greg in his 50s over on the Instagram. So that's all I got, boys and girls. Thank you so much for paying attention. This has been Let You Tell It Sports and BS on the Greg Green live stream, live on location in Tampa. We're going to the game tonight.
Go Cowboys!
Please comment in the chat. Send me your Cowboy good energy vibes so we can get that win tonight. I will be screaming for all of you. See you later on tonight.